All right, guys, welcome to part 2 of our 10-day prospecting trip. This was filmed a couple of years ago before I knew how to actually film YouTube videos, so the footage is pretty horrible. It's very all over the shop. I don't have footage for the full 10 days. This is the second and the last part. It's all of the footage that I have left, but we do hit a source. I do. We hit an ironstone lode, which is super exciting. This is my first one ever, which was a pretty special moment. Being a prospector, that's the goal, is to hit the source or a huge patch. But I'm excited to show you. Okay, so if you've read my book, Gold Digger, there is a part in the book where I talk about our childhood riding dirt bikes and living on a station and running an absolute muck, being ferals. And then 15 years later, coming back to the spot with my brother and my dad and finding my first ever source, which was such a full circle moment, to grow up on stations and watching my parents find gold and then to come back as a full-time gold prospector and find my own source was a very special moment. But this is this spot, which is so cool. I'm so glad I've got footage of it. Obviously wrote the book after this was filmed. And my dad, on this trip, when I found this source, we were talking about how we used to ride motorbikes literally like 10 Ks away. And I was like, did you ever think back then that we would come back, Reese and I, as full-time gold prospectors? And Dad said, no, I didn't think you two would be that fucking stupid, which is so funny. But I hope you enjoy the vlog and yeah, strap in. I also just want to say I'm so sorry about the wind. I know it's shocking at some points in this. If I ever film a YouTube again in windy conditions, I will definitely do different things. I was just learning at the time, so please just bear with me on it. And also I would like to... And one last thing, I just want to pay our respects to the Kurawa people. I'm pretty sure, I had a look, I'm pretty sure we're in Kurawa land here. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation, but just paying our respect to the traditional owners. But enjoy the vlog. Bye. Bit of gold. Thank fuck. Oh, it's actually specie. Can you see that? That took me so long to pinpoint. It's tiny. Probably about $30 worth of gold there. Look at the view. Not bad. My bloody headphones keep electrocuting me, so I'm going to go back and change them. But just for some context, I'm chaining on that hill where Reese has found all those species. So it makes sense, but yeah, more chaining, I guess. All right, so I've just got a signal. It's literally a foot away from Reese's chain line. Sorry. But what I wanted to show you before was this hill that we're on. On that side of the hill, there's a heap of old chop holes from probably like the VLF days. They're very worn out, but they found a fuckload of gold. We're on the same hill, we're just on the other side. For some reason, they didn't find this gold. I don't know. Maybe they didn't look, or maybe their VLFs couldn't handle the noisy ground, because there's a lot of hot rocks because it's really mineralized, like I keep bloody saying. But that's Reese found one there, one there, one there, one there. It's in a big row right down this hill, and I found kind of one off to the side. He's found a couple of nuggets amongst it all, but they're all pretty congested coming down the side of the hill. And I've just come along and I've got a signal in the cowcrete here. Do you reckon it's a good signal?
Yeah, it's good. It's alright.
He goes, yeah, it's alright. I don't know if you can hear. You won't let me show you his face. But we're getting Dad. We've called Dad on the two-way. He's coming from down there somewhere. And we'll have to wait and see what it is. It's definitely gold, but hopefully it's decent sized. Reese has just informed me I've forgotten some vital pieces of information. Down there's a quartz blow. Big patch they've gotten. On the same hill, but on the other side, they've got a fuckload of gold. There is chop holes everywhere. The chop holes are super old. How old? Like 20 years? Yeah, 20 years old. They're very fucking old. But they would have had VLF machines. And so they've huge patch there, patch down at the quartz blow, patch on this side, and they've just forgotten this side of the hill. We always say gold is the best indicator for gold. But past those guys, no one's been in here. We're the first people after them, aren't we? Yeah. So in the last 20 years, no one's been here, and we just got lucky and we've gone, oh, there's patches everywhere. Let's do it properly. And yeah, well, we've done it properly and got gold. But see this porphyry bar sticking up? All the bits Reese has found and all the pieces I've found, which is 2 on this hill, have been in these porphyry bars. We've tried to tell Dad this and he doesn't believe you. Why?
Oh, he just doesn't care about about it.
He doesn't care about it for some reason. I think it's interesting because like the porphyry bars aren't everywhere. They're randomly scattered like in this little section, and the gold's always in that. I don't know if they're just getting caught because it's so I also forgot that hill adjacent, which is on the strike line, covered in chop holes from the same era. An old timer's shack, absolutely smashed. Fuckload of gold came off it. Fuckload of gold off this hill. Once we've done this, we'll keep going on the strike line, but for now we're going to smash this out, and I can see my father coming down through there. He's coming to help because that's calcrete. If you don't know what calcrete is, it's like cement. So I won't be on the can I show you? Reese won't let me get in it, but he'll be digging it. Tripping over this. It's definitely gold.
Oh, it's definitely gold. But just grab your pick. Just take that leading edge out there for me, please.
We don't have a probe, we'd really need one, but I've just done a pinpoint and Reese is going to go around that.
Alright, I missed a couple of steps here, sorry guys, I bloody suck. But basically we kept digging down and we quickly realised I'd found an ironstone lode, which was freaking exciting. I was jumping for joy, I'd forgot to film. Dad was bloody stoked. We realised this when we hit the capping, obviously, and we started chipping away at it with our gad, and we started to see ironstone coming out, and the ironstone was filled with gold. Very exciting. Enjoy.
Where's that big pot? Is it behind you there?
Oh, you can see the gold there.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh my god. Focus. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Tap on it.
I can't only have one hand. Oh, you tap on it for me, Dad. I only have one hand. Yeah, good like that. Go again. Oh my god. You can see it everywhere.
Yeah, just go click.
Wow. Oh yeah, do that. Oh yeah, you did it. Good job. Nice.
Where's that big pot? Bug wing? Yeah, it is.
Oh no, that's. Oh,
What is wrong with you?
You can't freak me the fuck out just then. What was that?
Look at that.
Video.
Oh, hang on. Look at that. Look at that. There's the vein. You see it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the shit.
Can I see that? Oh my holy god. Oh my god.
Do you know what? We should have brought that in the head.
So we found a reef,
Let's have a look.
and Dad and Reese have got the hammer and gad.
Where you put you out?
We're getting through the calcrete, and we've gotten to the ironstone. And it's directly above all the ironstone species we found, so we found the source. We got rid of all the calcrete, took us a couple of hours, and we're finally down at the actual vein. The ironstone vein, there's gold speckled through. Oh, that's all gold.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh my
Oh, I
God.
can see that from here.
That's all gold. So we found an ironstone vein.
All
I'm
the
just going to put them all in bags. And so clearly Reese's species have shedded off this.
I reckon I need to get there.
Oh, I've got to get up. Fucking leg's gone to sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just fucking crumbling in
No,
my
no, no.
hand.
Take a photo of that. That's a good one.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't move. That is held together by gold. Held together by gold, and it's coming straight out of that reef, ironstone reef under that cap rock. That is so rich. That does not even do it justice.
I'll tell you what, if we can get a couple of kilos like that.
This is how close our chain lines are. Sorry about the wind, it's fucked up on this hill, but can you see them? I also do a little bit of kick chaining when the chain's going over the rocks and you can't really see it. But yeah, that's the source there. And it's run down. Oh, there. Alright, day 4, morning 4, I think it is. Sorry about the wind, it's crazy at the moment. Where's the good lighting? That's a bit better. Late night last night trying to dig out this source, still so much more to go. So today's plan was wake up, have some food, chain the patch again. Reese and I are still chaining, and Dad is off wandering, trying to find more patches, more gold. We're going to work the source at night time because we're not here for that long. We only have like a week or 10 days, so we want to find as much gold. We know the source is there, we know it's not moving. We'll find as much gold as we can while the sun's out, and then at night we're just going to sit down and chip away at the source. There's no point wasting daylight doing the source when we could be out finding more gold. So we'll do that tonight.
You're just breaking it up with that, mate. Hold on.
It's pretty thick there. Goes into here.
I'm going to try and come through this wall here.
Calico.
Okay. To your left. Oh, there.
That's right.
There's gold in this. It's fucking sprinkled all through that.
Is it?
Yeah, see that tall?
Holy shit, I can see it from here.
That all hit my hand.
Oh, I can see the gold from here. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Yeah, see, I think the rich bit's going down.
Downwards.
That's all right. I'll keep going.
Oh,
Oh my
Good bit.
god.
that's in that yellow.
Yeah, that. I reckon all that yellow. Have a look at that.
Yeah, but the yellow goes in here, Dad, see?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this
much
is
visible gold.
Rich.
This is fucked.
Get your little brush for it.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Oh, fucking look at it.
Fucking hell.
Look at that.
I opened up a little fucking pocket, didn't I?
Oh my god.
I can see gold.
Right there.
Yeah.
See that tie?
Oh my god, yep. I reckon it's going down.
I can see. Look at the speck of gold in there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see it. This is fucking crazy.
That's the reef, that bit there.
Yeah.
That looks like the top of my fucking good special, eh?
It does.
Yeah.
About the same thickness.
There.
Yeah.
That just whole
Fuck,
fucking.
I reckon you could get the chisel in there, Dad.
Yeah, but the only thing with the chisel is it'll break it up.
No, but if you hit it down the side of the reef here.
Get it in there if you can, Ty.
My foot is getting numb.
Look at that, that's all gold.
Where's that chisel? Can I go there?
No.
I reckon.
No.
Oh my god, I can see the gold from here.
Oh, it's moving. See the gold from there is gone now?
Probably because he's
Look at that.
Holy shit.
We want to try and get this out on bits if we can.
Yeah.
Gotta move that foot.
Yeah. That's the yellow.
Yellow's had gold. Well, it didn't. It's the same kind of stuff, eh? But it's just
Fuck, gold showing down there.
It's all in there, holy shit.
Look at it all.
It's all speckled all through there.
Where's that brush? Behind you.
Oh my god.
Could you get in there? Oh, is that it? Is that the whole? That's it there still. I can see a bit of gold right there.
Oh my god.
There's a gold in here.
Fucking hell.
So that's so far, but I reckon it's dropping.
Dropping
Yeah,
down.
100%. Because this was the original rich bit.
Yeah.
And it's still going down
Going
there.
down and down.
There, all the way around there, so far, is all just, you can see all this bit here,
Yeah.
right? That square there
Yeah.
is full of gold.
Fucking hell.
Wait, Dad,
Mm.
can you chuck me that light, that good one you've got over there?
Yep.
Here, far.
Go. Oh, just trying to. There we go, got it. Holy shit. That is so fucking rich. That'd be like kilos per ton. That's
easily.
fucked. Look at all the visible gold, let alone all the fines.
Righto then. Now what we need to know
Where
is
it
if that's the case, is it running to Reese?
Like dropping down a bit and running to Reese.
No.
No,
this way.
going this way. Righto, Rooster.
Where's that?
Keep digging down.
You can't see gold.
Oh no, sorry, I wasn't talking. Yeah. Flip it to the gold.
Five. Sure.
Can you tap the camera where the gold is? Yeah, like that. That's, oh, there you can see it now.
I think it's gonna break. See the split down the middle.
It's everywhere.
Still be rich,
So
that bit.
rich.
Yep.
I can see that sparkling from here.
Is it still going down?
Yeah.
Yep.
See there? I can see it in the wall here.
I'm gonna. Where should I put that?
In the rich bag.
I think it's gonna break.
If it breaks up in the rich bag, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I just want to keep it as this.
Yeah.
Fuck, that'd be a nice souvenir, wouldn't it?
See it in here. But see this dirty stuff? That'll be fucking full of it.
Yeah.
It'll be fucking, I can see the gold in it. That dirt.
Visible gold, you can see. That's so cool.
That's decomposed reef.
Decomposed reef. So it's start of day 5. Last night we worked probably till 11 o'clock to chip away at that source. Hard work. It's like digging through cement. So we had a bit of a sleep in this morning. I'm just going for detect. I was like so buggered yesterday. I didn't really do much filming at all.
I pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? I just grinned, shook my head.
And we can't do a nightly weigh up because we're not getting nuggets. It's all in fines. And it's all encapsulated in ironstone, and obviously it's reef gold, so we'll have no idea how much gold we've got until we process it, but that'll be a whole different video. So we literally can't even guess right now. We don't know. We think it's running like ounces or kilos per ton, but still, that's just a guess, and we have literally no idea how much fines are there. Dad has never seen a reef this rich, ever, which is pretty exciting. I can guarantee we've probably hit the 10-ounce mark, but still, got no idea until we run it through the processor and rock crusher and gold cube and pan it off. Sorry about the wind, but I get a lot of questions about getting lost and stuff, and this area is actually extremely easy to get lost in, only because these thick mulga trees, they get quite thick down the bottom of the hills, and there's a lot of hills that look the exact same. But this hill behind me, over there, is the biggest hill in the area, and we're camped at the base of it. not the biggest hill in the area, one of the bigger ones. So right now I'm probably going to do a 2k walk, but I'll always make sure I can see that hill. So right now I'm on another hill, and then I'm going to dip through a saddle, and then I'm going to climb another hill, and I'm going to go to the base of that other hill. So then when I get to that position, I know that I have to climb 2 hills to get back to mine. So I'm 2 hills away from home. But in saying that, at the top of all these hills, I can always see that one. And I know that one is distinctly different. Well, also, I'm in line with the sun. I'll use the sun. Right now I'm walking into the sun, so on the way home I'll put my back into it because I won't be gone that long. I don't know, I can just tell that's our hill. I'm literally walking in a straight line as well. It's not like I'm going left, right. I'm walking in a straight line through 2 hills and head back. But it's really important to keep markers along the way. So I know walking up this hill, I passed a quartz blow on a porphyry little rise. And next to that quartz blow was an old timer's tin. And I know there's a big creek down there, and when I'm in that creek, I can see that porphyry hill, and if I can get to that porphyry hill, I'll be safe. And then if I go too far that way, there's a massive plain, and in the plain, I can see this set of ridges. So it's just like kind of knowing where you are and always keeping mental notes of, oh, if I can see that, I know I can get to this point. If I can get to that point, I can get to this point. If I can get to that point, I can get home. But yeah, I don't carry a EPIRB, a compass, a GPS, anything. I've literally just got my phone on me. Silly, really dumb, wouldn't recommend that. Why do I do that? I'm not quite fucking sure, to be honest. Probably should, well, my dad is like the human version of a GPS. You could put him anywhere in the bush in Western Australia and he would find his way home. He can find spots from 20 years ago, no GPS, no nothing, just off his memory. So he has never carried anything like that. So just growing up, I never did. You know, you just do what your parents do. He taught me just to read the bush, and he's never needed one, so I've never needed one. Hopefully that doesn't come around and bite me in the butt. But to any new prospectors or any other prospectors out there, I would highly recommend investing in some, because it is so easy to get lost. It is so easy. It takes one tiny bit of doubt to make one small decision and you're done. I've been here in the last couple of days and I've got my bearings completely lost, and I've got, fuck, I actually don't know where I am. So I just kind of stop, reset, go back to the last marker in my mind that I do remember being at and go from there. But like as soon as that little bit of doubt kind of sneaks in and you make one slight decision or doubt yourself on a decision, you're done. Very easy to get lost. So I'm just cooking up some vegan bacon. Delicious, I know. Hash browns, cooked them in some Nuttelex, and I'm making some brekkie wraps. So I've got barbecue sauce, hot sauce, vegan cheese. I'll make a coffee. Not exactly a latte from Muzbuzz, but I can get past the instant coffee. I'll make an exception. Very high-tech setup, I know. I know it looks disgusting. I know this table looks so gross, but trust me, I wipe it down every night. It's just stained because we've had this for literally like 10 years. I know this setup looks... Okay, I'm looking at it through the camera and it looks quite disgusting, but we're like pop up, so we like have to be able to set up quickly, leave quickly. It's very, we're not just like here for like weeks on end in the same spot. We don't like glamp. It's just very like easy, accessible. Anyway, it's what works. So this is some more of our setup. That's solar panels, obviously. So basically that powers our fridge, so that's going 24/7, and the car's also going 24/7, meaning like we can charge our phones and everything. So it's all run by solar, meaning obviously we're not draining the car's battery. It's pretty handy. And then we've just got our food box here. Dad has the same on his 200 series, water and Coke, and Dad also has a big food tin, so we pack enough for at least 10 days, but obviously we have a lot of backup just in case something goes wrong. We have a lot more water than that too. We have a 30 litre, I don't actually know, to be honest, something in Dad's car. But yeah, that's how we run our fridge and charge our phones, and obviously charge detector batteries as well, is via that solar panel. Australia is actually so beautiful. I think it is. Look how pretty the outback is. This is an example of a creek in the West Australian outback. It'll get water in it in winter. Maybe if there's a flood, it might flow, but you need a fucking shitload of rain for that. It would never like flow. It would never be like a full running river flowing. Well, I've never seen that in my life out here. Maybe in some parts of the goldfields, but not in this particular area. At one point, obviously, it did flow. But yes. Old holes everywhere. They've got a reef just there. There's about 100 holes going that way. Going that way, another reef down there. Done with the old VLF. It's done a very long time ago because all the piles have withered away. But look how close these nuggets were together. One after another. No one's been back, so we're gonna smash it again. Hopefully we can get any of their leftovers. They would have only had VLF machines. In saying that, it's pretty shallow ground, so...
So I'm so annoyed at myself. This is the last of the footage that I got. I just should have done better. But basically we ended up digging a big costine. We did another trip with our other ute and we just got it all out by hand. And before anyone comments, yes, this was on one of our leases. But I wish I recorded the process. But we, rock crushed it all down, processed it all, put it through a gold cube and panned it all off. And we ended up getting about 50 or 60 ounces, I think, out of it. And we... made a big costine following this ironstone lode. It was such a cool experience and it's one of my favourite prospecting moments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Sorry, there's some emus running through the bush there if you can see them. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what more you want to see of. I'm sorry I didn't get it all, but I hope it was still fun. Okay, bye.